So here we are, yeah?
Yes.
And this was like, I'm ending almost with this. Here we started, no? Core Alchemy.
Mm-hmm.
And by this time, we all 3-4 people should reach here. If it's not working, that's where the alchemy becomes important. I am functioning from my core state, like where you reach now. If anything missing in this, yes, Pavel?
You want to go step by step
No,
from
I'm
this
just
slide?
12 hours we have studied. And finally, today we are coming to the final learning. We are opening to learn. Here we have to see that all these 3 people, you, Marvin, or Vivekji, got it or not. This 10 is within you. That means you are grounded and functioning out of your heart, which we call core. And so that's what I'm saying, that alchemy can be applied. Like people say, why? What? Why core alchemy? I should do it. So these are the, if you think these resources you should have in yourself. And if you think missing, that's why we are applying this technique. And this was our first to begin with in the core alchemy process. We begin from here. Though you did not practice it, if you practice for 30, 40 people, and then you get to understand how mind functions and how practically it is. And suppose, yeah, here again. And if we go to the next part, here. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There is a question there. Yes.
Yeah, like we need to decipher in ourselves. So it's kind of a mirror, to look inside. What is he speaking to me? Usually anybody reads will find something. When I first time I see this questionnaire when I was in training, I say nothing in this is not relating to me. Each sentence has something to do. So it's no way that we don't have an avenues to work on the self, to purify ourselves, to keep on moving this and purify the heart, the core, the function. So you can find a lot of things, relationship areas. So does it make you feel bad to know someone else is better at something than you are? Do you feel driven to look the best, have the best, most, be the most popular, etc.? Who not? So here is the question in NLP is, yes, we are working. I bring alchemy to make it more easier and bring the natural language programming. So uniquely with every person, we can work. And we can choose to work on one session, you can work. And these things, we don't have to go to Pashanti mode. We can fix it in processing and the behavior model. So psychosomatic models, which we have developed, and behavioristic model, which we have developed, these two will work out. Do you have nervous habits of mannerism such as biting your fingers, fingernails, drumming the table, a nervous law? So in this way, this is like keep on working with the client. No? Client is not interested in enlightenment, moksha, kaivalya. Client is interested to work, to be happy. So our responsibility is to touch them with the core, what you exactly want, which is not dependent on anybody else. That's our treasure. The heart, the core, should not be dependent. It should be fully independent in any relationship. Doesn't matter. That's the approach here. That the core should not be dependent. Your heart should not be dependent on somebody else or some object or money, resource, girlfriend, spouse, child, society, nation. It should not depend on anything. That's the freedom. Relationship areas. This is also, do you often avoid being with people? Do you ever feel unsafe around people who are not threat to you? So this kind of symptoms, if somebody reads, finds out. And if person is interested, the alchemy becomes the excuse for it. And many of the symptoms will disappear once transformation takes place. Or you can go one by one behavioral model, so you have to keep on working. Inculcating with each and every idea, you need to work. Or you can bring all this all together, bring the person to the heart, let the person know what is exactly the person is looking for, and then 60-70% of the problems will disappear after reading this. So after the core transformation has happened, then ask the person to lead. Yeah, do you usually want to be the core in change? Does it anger you when people do things you cannot control? Everybody is angry, but sometimes it becomes a problem. For some people, it's a problem. A little bit here, there, we are managing. So when it becomes a problem, person will come to you. And then bring them to the core. Using anyone as an excuse, you can bring them at the core. Does it upset you when someone else seems to be on a power trip? So very interesting things and very good work the psychologists which have done. And that's why I admire them. All interesting. If someone does something you don't like, do you try to get even? Do you feel compelled to push people's button? Very interesting. The most interesting fun in life is to push the button in somebody else and enjoy the drama.
But it's tantric tradition. It's called nyasa.
Yeah.
When you put button and insert the god into the person.
Are you often sarcastic? Do other people often take offense at things you do or say, even though you don't know what they are so upset about? You push the button and you don't know why he's upset about. So these areas and
these words like often, almost, everybody, it's logic errors. It's
yeah.
syntax error.
Yeah. Is it? Yes, all you can deal, this all we can deal with syntax error. Very nice. All this is just a way of thinking, framing. And in Tantra, if you will take, then equate this perception to Mahat intelligence and cause it as an enlightenment process. Here we can fix the code. Just one session is enough. 1 hour, 1.5 hours is enough if person is bringing any one of them to set up the code. 90 minutes is more than enough. Self-image, is it difficult to accept yourself unless you are perfect? No? Marvin. It is Marvin. It is difficult to accept yourself unless you are perfect. This Marvin. Struggling hard, not accepting himself because he's not perfect. Are you overly critical of your behavior when you make small mistakes? This housewives. This is the problem with them. Critical behavior when you make small mistakes and freaking out. Do you think of yourself as better than other people and look down on others? Do you think of yourself as inferior to others and look up to others? Are you ashamed of yourself or of your behavior? Would you like to improve your self-esteem? Do you lack a sense of who you are? Everything you will find. Any person will find things to work. So if you want to work on yourself, and psychology is a dangerous subject. Even you think you are fully healthy, the moment you open the psychology book, oh, this also, this. Oh, I am fully sick. That's why one of the cousin, he took psychology and within 1 month he changed his subject. I don't want to read it. Other categories. Do you have a... Yeah, this is nice. Do you have a physical illness that you suspect could be related to unexpressed emotion or stress? This is also, if person comes to this, his person is normal and thinking is okay. Have you defined yourself as codependent? Are you abusive towards others? So any symptom we can take as an excuse to begin the alchemy code, fixing the code. Person interested, we can take it to alchemy. Not interested, we keep on working symptom by symptom. And each symptom should not take more than 1 session. That's we need to learn. To improvise, or we have an order. The 7 points order. It's your decision whether you want to make a value system programming, then it will be permanent. You should ask the person. Permanent solution. If person is not interested in value system programming, just one part, one thing, not interested in transformation, only one, then you can give and fix on 1 session, 1 point only. You don't need to let them value system programming, rather take them to alternative behaviors. In conscious communication, take them to alternative behavior and fix it. The pharmaceutical unit, the immune system, and the medicinal system. And what was the third one? Ecology. Ecology is most important because if you do any changes, this should be in ecological balance. So that's the most important thing. And if you do anything wrong, ecology will not give you green signal. Very simple. If you do something wrong in the session, ecology will object. It will give you objection signal. It will not allow you to release the program. So ecology for us, environment ecology is very much important. Are you over or underachieving? Are you preoccupied with money issues? Who not? Who not? Do you experience a lot of inner conflict? So there are people, you may find a lot of things. To exercise for yourself is also nice. To, like, if there will be 30, 40 people, you could be, I have done it as an exercise way, no? Monitoring the.
And Vivekji and Marvin is coming, or
I have no idea.
Maybe they're
How
waiting
to check?
They're waiting to enter or not? I don't know.
No idea. No idea.
Okay.
Never mind. Never mind.
Okay, Dax.
We cannot stop. They can watch the recordings later. So, so these are my training manuals. I was not giving you because it was no point giving. So first we worked, you experience, and after that, now it's making sense to give sessions as a therapist. People can come to you with these kinds of issues. Like almost generalized way, but you will find somebody is some way. So you can also discuss, if this is the issue, is there any way to change something? If you will be working with 20, 30 people, then only you can learn it, because it's practical. Each person is unique, practical, coming to you from different dimensions with the stories, and you need to find out where, what. To our value system programming, we have 7 points, and we can easily relate where it's related. So if these all things, if you want to categorize, you can do by yourself, make 7 points, and categorize which sentence will go where. Like this money issue going to 3rd point. Inner conflict, it depends on inner conflict with where. Obsessive thoughts about something, it can go. So we can categorize one in relationship with child, with next generations, with health, with God, in enlightenment. So if you want to work, you can work, make 7 cases, and keep on putting issues there. So for us, if we take value system programming and want to work in this way, easily we can categorize it. Our mind will listen and find out which one. So if it is relating to money issue, 3rd point, it will go to 3rd point. Here in core transformation, person comes to relax in a way and realizes that it is not the money which make an objections to feel my heart. So it's resolving, and it's dependent on money to define I will be resolved. This is first thing to do. Any issue on which each issue, ego is dependent on the issue. This dependency, if we remove it and bring an insight and experience into the person, this issue is resolved. And that's where person is ready to act. And here, the exercises which we did. Yeah, is a person coming to you or for yourself to work, you need to point out which behavior he wants to change. Out of this, one behavior, anything, any behavior you can take, and this bracket here, you first pinpoint which one person wants to change. What feeling, behavior, or thought do you want to change? And where, when, and with whom do you have this? So we go to the event to find out. Or without even processing, going back, you can just in common conversation, you can find out. So this all we have done already is just a format for you. And here, this is a difference, a little bit, a danger also in NLP. You need to understand why I combine it with Eastern mysticism. That was what was the issue which I bound to think. This was that each things we do here as a part. Belief is, or situation is, that whole mind is not sick. Whole body is not sick, either a finger or thumb or liver, some organ, some part. So here is working is that we find out that part, that organ. Later on, some problem comes here. If you are dealing with part, then it becomes democratic. So this NLP will evolve into a democratic system where each part will be given a value. Decision making here, if you move through that, the decision making is always democratic. While in the value system program, when we do, then decision is not the part. No, we don't take this, each part is speaking something. Directly decision, no choice. Value is already given. So there will not be confusion. I have 100 rupees to spend to give donation to the temple or to buy food for myself, or what to buy in food, or give it to my family. There will be choices in life. Here, in this democratic way, you may say that 100 rupees, I give 20 to God, 20 to my rupees for my bread, and 20 to my spouse, 20 to my children, like this, democratic way. And you create a balance. Everybody gets something. In value system programming, it's not like that. If it is important in the moment that God needs, you will donate 100 rupees maybe to the temple. If it is there. If it is not, if your body demanding that I need good food to act, you might can eat 80 rupees for yourself in your food. And give 10 rupees to the God only. In donation, 80, and 10 rupees which is left, you will forward. That is value system program. Shakti Prakriya. Energy process, this is called Shakti Prakriya. It's not democratic. It decides now, this moment, this point needs 1000% energy. So it will collect all the energy and not giving to any resources. You will not think about nation, you will not think about anything. You give 100% energy to the body and make it healthy. If some sickness is there, so medicinal, the program, pharmaceutical unit will take all the energy and make medicine first. So this democratic, and also it's saying Gestalt is also the same. Gestalt tries to make meaning out of 10, 11th one. 11th, where all 10 say, oh, I am also here, I am also here, I am also here. In democratic way, we can take the major part, no, main direction, one side. More than 50% energy should be going this direction. 40%, we don't care, you will come back again for this next symptom. That's the side effect. We'll continue. So your client, you have to keep on giving sessions until client is alive and until you are alive. Yes, this is a humanistic model. So you keep on, thank you, grateful, thank you. You continue with this way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And sorry, sorry, sorry. No? Thank you, sorry, thank you, sorry. This way you move forward. And finally, you see, here we come to the point where session ending and you find the core state, possible core state. Happiness, oneness, God, love, people looking for, they come to this possible core state. And who has lead you? A small part, a small problem. A small problem will lead you to this possible core state. You need to check again. You need to check again whether you should not fall in the wrong heart. No, don't mistake that this is my heart and this is your mind. So here, core state. So to check it out, the core state, it's oneness, fullness, wholeness, is abstract. Abstract, not depending on any object. Full abstract. Love, but not loving somebody. Love into itself is enough to feel you come back to your core state. Not depending on others, that's the most important. Most important thing, it should never be depending on anybody else, doesn't matter whom in question. The core, that's your strength. It is not reflexive, like loving myself, I love my me, I love, still you are dependent. It is not a specific emotion, confident, hopeful, satisfied, courageous. They are all quality of ego. Yes, you keep on asking. We keep on asking in doing mode. You want to do something? Something more important than this you want? If person says yes, we continue. Continue, until we found that person has reached a state, independent source of peace, love inside, not depending on money, sex, money, and power in any way. So that's our goal. That is our goal of Core Alchemy. The person coming to you should come back to this state. You take one session or you take 2 sessions. 1 should be enough. 2 and 3 is maximum. If you fail in 3, you will never pass with this person. So this is it. This is and all this you will see, it's learning. Are you abusive towards yourself? You said yes. That means how you learned it. How you learned it. To be like this, it's all learning. Are you preoccupied with money issue? You have learned it to be. And that's where we need to see, that's the whole programming. How I developed this program myself. You are the program writer, you are the coder, and you are the releaser of this program. And you release it instead I'm going into the environment and working. Do you have obsessive thought about something? So how something becomes so obsessive? How you learned it? It all comes under learning. Each idea here, we have learned it. Do you lack a sense of who you are? Are you ashamed of yourself or of your behavior? We learned it. What behavior to be ashamed, what not to be ashamed. So it's going beyond your conditionings and making the mind free. This is a technique. It's a therapeutic. If we use it and join it with Eastern mysticism, this therapy will turn out to be pure redemption, enlightenment, samadhi, knowledge, siddhi. Okay, so this is it. Yeah, I don't know where Vivek G or Marvin is. Okay, so here, Gemini, learning. A little bit, yes. Yes, teaching, just a minute. Yes, Pavel?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I just give a, just to have a look, no? And particularly we are concerned here with nervous system and the organs.
Mm-hmm.
So in NLP or this we are using, so if you have a symptom like I want to improve my self-esteem or I feel any symptom, this symptom in the mind will relate to the part of the body. Either knee, liver, kidney, somewhere it is there.
Mm-hmm.
That's here. If we focus, yeah. So we are studying the neurons development. So we need to understand it with nervous system development, the whole thing. So here you are a doctor already. I don't need to teach you, but just this is the way. So parental womb stays the foundation. We can go there also. Neural development. Yeah, neuroplasticity, which they're giving to artificial intelligence, and which is we are using for transformation, the brain, finding its neurons to transform it. The neuroplasticity is very much important for the nervous system, not to be rigid. Yes, this is for us very much important, where I will lead the Fatima below 3 before the language developed. So the concept of pre-verbal experience is relevant here, as it highlights the influence of early non-linguistic experiences on the nervous system. When language was not developed, you were like 6 months, 1 year, when you started to learn, the neurons started to connect with the words and the neuron connections. So neuroplasticity, when it starts to develop, that is for us very much important to bring the person to that state and still keeping the connection with some word, one word at least. Infancy, the rapid learner, brain plasticity, language development 0 to 2. Basically for this parenting, for father's side, I did 6. For mother's side, this is the most impact there. 0 to 2 is important to bring the person under this. If it is a big issue, and we need a lot of energy to harness. Nervous system, auditory process, and If you have this knowledge, it will help you when you give session. Two to 6 years, vocabulary growth, neural pathway. This is very much important for us to create new pathway, to destroy old pathway, create new. This is how we are working. Social interactions, the problem will start to come later here. 6 to 12. Cognitive development, perception. Yeah, it can be used to help children develop effective learning strategies and communication skills. Communication is the heart. Talking, talking, and talking, 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 and talking. Nothing to do. Just learn to talk.
Learn also to hear.
Say, yeah, listening.
Then learn to understand.
Yeah,
And learn to
listening is the core.
understand. This learning of understanding.
Yeah.
Is also important.
12 to 18 years, adult is being formed here finally. The final shape of the adult is the problem will start to come, which we see, adult problems. The problem will start to become aware of his behaviors, problems, why I'm acting like this. And this is the last phase. He has a time to reshape or shape. So even 12 to 18 years. So even if we do therapy, something wrong learning, we have to go back subjectively and learn it again. Learn it again, relearn, forgetting about. So unlearning, relearning. Unlearning, relearn. This is the process. Yeah, this is very figurative language. So we are not doing NLP. You remember, no? We are doing natural language. So through this method, we enter into the brain like language. We do not give it Oxford dictionary or some dictionary. Natural. So naturally, what it means by smart, by one person, in dictionary, smart will define differently. But if for a person, smart means a lot of things. One word smart is related to the deep conditionings of mother and father, where everybody is saying, oh, you are very smart. You are very smart. And you have done thousands of things behind one word. So this is smart, and he's not smart. So one word is playing a lot. One word in your mind. It means a lot. It's not with the dictionary. So this is, as a therapist, deciphering which metaphor, analogies, other languages, what they have formed. So you have to be 100% ear, listening, and listening. Social communication, and you can find out from where the area problem is coming, analysis, and finally, brain development. The prefrontal cortex continues to develop, leading to improved cognitive control and decision making. Yeah, we can use it to adolescent people, teenagers to set up their goals, to find the career, to get a good exam, to moving towards the goal, like guiding the language patterns. Yes, we need to learn this as a therapist. But detecting the manipulate language patterns. Many times you will meet a client, nothing their syntax, they will be test for you. How they are using syntaxes or how they are manipulating language patterns. Adulthood, lifelong learning. Now we are set up after 18, continued learning, neuroplasticity. But the programs has already been set. Yes, Papa?
Yes, it's 18 plus. And is it any changing in old age? No, it doesn't mention that in knowledge it's another changing of the language, changing of the learning.
Yeah. Here, all language, 12 to 18, they start to learn, change language, learn the traditions which are coming from universities, how to form the peer groups. I would like to explain you a very good phenomena of learning, which is inculcated by learners like Oxford University, Cambridge University, Allahabad University, the great learners, which they infuse the culture logical explanations, and you can see this is the issue, and if you know the real, how to deal with it. Because India is very sensitive. At this point, they start to immediately, my religious feelings are hurt. So understanding these religious feelings, how they are coming into our senses after 80. Brain development, impact on NLP, manipulate language patterns. Wow, this is really here is only way that university like Oxford, Cambridge, they inculcate a culture into the students. And that culture becomes kind of an idealistic culture where others, students from third world countries, from middle countries, they start to follow it as an ideal. So I have been looking for, sometimes I did mind reading of Oxford University, sometimes to Cambridge University, and I got to know very amazing cultures. Here I will try to explain today language patterns and how we are dealing with conditionings, how cultures coming from the top universities and infiltrating through to the masses and beliefs and cultures. I will take this very important, manipulate language patterns. This all people, it's a great way of enslaving and also freedom. You can manipulate the whole planet's brain from, if you start this from university top. If you start with the university top, you can, in all planets, you can infiltrate and manipulate the whole young generation coming, millions coming to you. So we need to be very much aware about cultures setting up and language patterns which we manipulate in universities level.
And they create their own religion.
Yeah, I will come to that. You can study it. On religion is come here, punks, no, frames, new ideas, and that's how I will show you one problem India is dealing a lot, and the whole world is dealing. I will come to this manipulative language pattern. In Oxford University, I will just show you just an example. They have a term called scripted. Very nice. One word, language patterns, you will see. I will just like to ask.
Oxford is another X.
It's intelligent. It will find out by itself that it's a spelling mistake. So you can evaluate the culture in Oxford University. Around world. Very interesting mind reading and also learning and large scale script. Look, the word scripted within the context of Oxford University can evoke a complex interplay of meanings touching upon academic rigor, tradition, and perceptions of social behavior. Here is a breakdown. So one word is scripted. This is a culture, and it has a lot of meaning. And this is how the universities affect a person who will be born in third world country or middle. So developed countries begin, they create this culture around manipulating one word, language pattern.
It's mantra vidya.
Yeah. Mantra video. NLP going on everywhere.
Mantra vidya.
So here you can, yes, please.
Yes, the Bank of Vatican, the Catholic, they call it Institute of some kind of Institute of Knowledge, but it's a Bank of Vatican called Research Institute.
I don't want to go so deep. Sometimes if I touch maybe Osho or somebody, then the story comes, the real story. Not now. I don't want to touch this hi-fi, but my word is education. So for sure, I will poke all the universities and show you how things happening. Education, how infiltrating and changing the mind. Because I came to know now in India, there was some YouTuber, he did something about it, and many religious people were opposing it. I would like to make it clear in an intellectual way, no? Very not condemning or doing anything, just very simple. But universities are my target, and I will target any university if it is infiltrating any culture. Here is scripted. Only one word. From Oxford, I'm taking, not from Cambridge or any other, just one university, just for you to understand how manipulating language pattern. So many. Just a minute. You can keep on reading. Yeah, I did once. There's a lot of aspects it's giving. You can research. Only one word is scripted. Yeah, see here. So one word they are using, they will not explain you. Scripted. If you did some behavior, scripted. And that's it, means you are not coming to our standard. In our academic way or social interaction. Like you give the applications, they give the interview, and maybe they judge you are sarcastic or not, like something not coming close to their culture is scripted. It can also reflect the tension between tradition and individuality and the stereotypes that surround the university. So if you come out with a radical point of view and give there the stereotype people which is surrounding the university is scripted, means we don't want to talk about this research. And the stereotypes do not, this is the priest, no? AI father. At the end, he will come with his priesthood. Everything in summary, last, the father of AI present here. It is important to remember that Oxford University is a place of diverse people and that the stereotype do not reflect the whole truth. Finally, his priest, I hope this helps. Yes, very nice. Thank you. So you can study about you. I would just like to give you, first wanted to introduce that this is the way you should think. And if person coming, more knowledge you have, better. So in universities, yes, where I was about to tell you this example, which I give from Oxford as scripted. Yeah, I would like to talk face to face. Yes.
Yes, this I also find out that many systems, destroy themselves when the founder goes to the third generation. When the founder gave property to their kids, and the kids goes to their grandkids. So it's and then the system is in usually destroyed, changing, and this came the idea of brahmacharya when the priest is transforming the knowledge to other priests and they don't have kids. So this is the idea of brahmacharya that the university, I don't know who is the owner of Oxford University, but
Honor. Did not ask us to record. We did not record anything. Yes.
okay, we online. It will be in YouTube anyway.
Yeah. Online.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
honor of there will be no honor of the Oxford University. It's belong to government.
No, there is no government in England. No government. I mean, government is own. There's only the king or queen or something like this, but
No, Council of Congregations. It is governed by bodies like Council of Congregation, self-governing institution, operating independent, charitable corporation. They are independent, self-governing institutions. Privy Council. Approved by the Privy Council. Yes. So they have their own management, federal system. Work together, college independent, they need to be part of the university, shared responsibility. Everything is fine. Key governance, yeah. Congregations, sovereign body of university, acting as it's a sovereign body. It has no influence directly. The principal executive, no. Divisions, departments, humanities, mathematics, same. Academic policy and planning matters. In essence, Oxford is not owned in the traditional sense. It is a self-governing institution with a complex structure. Governance is shared between the university and the colleges. No. It might get indirect influence of its own culture, but it's not. It's an independent body, university and colleges. Should not be. But we are running out of time, and I will sum up with 10 minutes about one thing, which is very much important for intellectual to understand, not to breed conflicts, and understand the education and culture and global culture. We are easily hurt. Christians may be hurt by Hindus' beliefs, and Hindus may be hurt by Muslim beliefs, and that's how. But my part is brain conditionings, culture, children. 2 years of education and what they will become 50 and become 50, 60 or 70. So it's very important. University is very important for me because I'm taking education as my. So see, Freud came, Oedipus Electra complex. Simple, man, boy will be interested to mother sexually. Girl interested to man sexually. These interactions, which I'm working on Fatima to show how mind has changed of the woman, what problem they are facing. So the problem is the boy is fully attached to mother. So in India, where Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava means mother is a goddess, father is a god. To give this much respect and following, in this mind, two minds. No, cannot be. If it is a Buddhist tradition, Japanese traditions, where respect is too much to the elder, even a thought like this will be enough for you to commit suicide. So what happened in the human cities, this is also may breed fanaticism. In Oxford University, person coming from India, Japan, different culture. Person who is coming from Asian traditions where the respect is too much, where you cannot even revert, and in the joint family positions where elders remains respected forever, and parents like a god and goddesses. So if this person going to Oxford here, and there is a different traditions, Electra complex and Oedipus complex. So
Namaste.
what to do? Namaste, Marvin. What to do? So suppose if I am brought up in this conditioning, I go to Oxford and somebody ridiculed about my mother, I can slap the person. I can kill the person. So love as a character of a lover, if you look, love is an independent core. But if it is dependent on something, it can become self-destructive. If love is dependent on something. So even mother love or father love can be self-destructive if it becomes too much fanatic, and no exceptions there. So absolute, even Prime Minister of England says something wrong about your mother, you don't hesitate to kill him. That's the Indian conditions, Easterns. Non-compromising zone. So what university will do? What? How to handle the situation? Because to contrast East and West. So in order to do this, to create exceptions, even in NLP, which we will do, if we find something like this, so how to handle this? So we start an interaction. No? Like suppose this is a session. Ask me something about my mother.
How old is you? How old is your mother?
Who cares? Keep on asking. Keep on asking questions about my mother.
How is she dealing with your education?
She has her own goal, but I should be, and she's talking about it. Keep on, be inventive.
Did she beat you in some way?
Yeah. When I was a child, almost to 12 months, 14 months, she beat me with belam. She making chapati. And I was really poking her. I was hyperactive child. And she was trying to make chapati in the morning, and it was rain, and the coal was not burning. And she was trying to do, and I sitting behind poking her. I want 4 chapati, make fast. Jaldi. And even the fire was not burning. 1, 2, 3, 4, eat 4. That's a great one.
What you learned from her? What is the 3?
All what you see now, my intelligence, that was 4 sticks. I will tell you how it relates later. It will be another dimension. But it's all this 4 stick, which all the intelligence you see in me now, that was when I was 14 months, 15 months old and beaten. That memory.
Oh, wow. A very, very early memory.
No. Anything else?
Okay.
Is she well right now? Is she okay these days?
No.
She's in another realm. She's no more.
Oh, she's no more. Okay.
How she's communicating with your father?
Maybe sometimes he doesn't like, then she goes to date with somebody else. You see what's happening? What's happening? No, I am making a joke out of it. not taking it seriously. So what was this? Serious relationship. So you don't want even a small criticism of your mother.
Yeah.
You feel the person. So in university, we have to create an atmosphere of joking around it, not taking it seriously. So just make a joke. After this joke, your mind relaxes. You are not reactive, not impulsive about it. You can reflect. So this is a culture has to be given. So a general culture in university, if you are intelligent, you are joking around about your parents. You are not hesitating to tell my mother has dated with somebody and my father has dated with somebody. Like in no way you are taking it seriously. So this culture evolved. We are educated people. We live in this culture. We coming from Oxford and Cambridge. We are high society. We are born to do our countries. We will be one day cabinet ministers. We will be one day great advocates. We will be one day scientists. And this is our culture. So this culture, then students going from third world countries who found, oh, this is the culture. If you want to be part of intelligent culture, you should be joking about your parents, not taking it seriously. Then some Indians also go there. They also like to become, oh, I am also intelligent, part of that club of Oxford culture. So they sit here and they start to joke about their gods, goddesses, and Kalis, and mother and father, and that they become very famous YouTuber because this culture is promoted by that. So anybody who sees, oh, very good, like it, promote it because it's natural. This is how culture, education culture, creates peer groups, problems, peer group issues, and a following. Undeveloped countries seeing the target. This is the etiquette of modern education's free mind. To become a scientist, you must condemn or non-serious about your parents.
Yeah.
Joke about gods and goddesses.
And is it any mystic part of in Cambridge and Oxford? What do you think? Is it any mystic?
In Corona, in Corona, I have no time.
No,
I have all the time. What to do? So just any idea, what's happening? No news. And mind reading, there was no entertainment. So how I come to know about this Oxford University? I just learning, just inquiring Google Baba, why Arona came, who did it, why it happened. So by my mind, reading, understanding the mind of the whole world, who created it, how it came, why so much, what will be the benefit, what will be the future, what will be the outcome, what the next step. For me, what? Google Baba and mind reading. Information's behind it. Behind the informations keep on moving.
No,
so
it
this
should be
first
some.
I thought this culture. I was reading Oxford, mind reading, Oxford. What this? Scripted. What is this scripted? And then I said, wow, this is a very nice word. They can do anything without any explanation. Scripted. So if you don't fit to their culture, the way they are shaping, scripted. No discussion. So this is how we manipulate language patterns. It affects our mind and becomes a culture, a society, a network. And who is responsible? Universities. Directly responsible universities.
And it should be some mystics above the universities. Some kind of illuminates or some kind of other sect which creates the idea of creates a language, mantra vidya. And because the present professors is low level, I mean, they continue this, but these mystics, they are usually above the universities in politics or like Masons in England. And So they create their own religion and they create their own language, and then through the universities, it's expand the world.
The education is the only important. Education makes everything. It is the knowledge which translates to everything. Actions, money, resources, society, culture, civilization is the knowledge itself. If we want to change the shape of this planet, we should only focus on knowledge. 12 years. In 12 years, the boy is complete. But knowledge we give, how we condition, how we transform, did we recognize his talent, give this, which is important to society. If something is wrong, we can fix it. So education, this is all education, all learning. That's why I say learning. So be open. What you are learning. If you're learning a culture from top infiltrating, be aware what you are learning and why you are learning that. Why you are learning to be non-serious about your parents' sexual behaviors. Otherwise, there is a danger. At some point, you will revolt, react.
You're right.
In your country, in the conditions, you brought up in a village with a condition, you die there. Nobody cares. You are perfectly well there. But now it's not a situation. Nobody is in the village. Everybody living in one village.
With the internet,
It's a
yeah.
global village. As far as education is concerned, ideas are concerned, we are living in one village. And now we will fight, doom, 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 unless we all settle at one constitution of this village. And one culture about this village. So each one has to step out. And if you do something, please explain why you are inculcating this culture in academy and what you think will be the outcome.
And is it any language in Pashyanti mode? Because
no.
No, okay.
No, Pashyanti, we keep on connecting with the word because it's Madhyama. In Pashyanti, there is no language. Even if I told you how it is. Pashyanti, no, Pashyanti, yes, I have. Para we don't have. Para we don't have. In Pashyanti, that's why I don't trust. No, Madhyama, I don't trust. No? Like when I was sitting in meditation and some voice directly coming, I don't trust. There's so many processing things going on. In Para, we can trust fully because no words. In Pashyanti, also no words. I got my experience. When I was meditating, 15, 16, so my job was not to eat until meditation finished. So here one day I was meditating and I have educational background academically. I have commerce student. I studied business, economics, accountancy, 5 years, like in this way. Well, don't go to college, but academically I studied. No? Economics is interesting for me. But was interesting, I studied. But not interesting, I did not study in my case. But economics was interesting. Money banking, how bank functions, how business goes, business organization, management, statistics, laws and regulations. So this was interesting. Other not interesting, I did not read. Yes. So I was meditating, Pashyanti, yeah, I'll tell you how it works. So meditating, and suddenly a picture of Osho, and never seen white dhoti, hair, or like young age, about 30, he was in 30. So meditating, and picture came in front of me. That's it. And two subjects. He did not speak, nothing. But two subjects in my mind, philosophy, psychology. Study philosophy and psychology, not this commerce. And that's where it clicked. Only one day in college, 2 hours, 2 classes. And all the time went in library. First time, I will tell you a very interesting story. if how I was prepared and guided by these people. Dots are not connected, but some dots are connected. They never explain why. But study. So I took it because patiently there was no word. So I took it because words came from inside, picture outside. No, this is much trusting way. Other than just hearing voices, you may be schizophrenic. No? Danger. So words I don't trust, but this Pashanti I trust. Para, you cannot doubt. And philosophy psychology. And that's what it, 3 years, 300 books in philosophy and psychology. Thorough, finished, library done. And only obstacle was English language, which was not. But I found 3 months it took to master English language. 3 months, etymology. 3 months, small pocket dictionary, Oxford finished, almost 90 to 100%, and big dictionary about 60 to 70%. I relaxed, I can study English. So the 3 months, day and night, 4 or 5 notebooks, nothing more, 2,000 around words from French, from Latin, from here and there, and the grammar of prefix, suffix, finished. So that's how I studied, and when I studied finish, 3 years, when I now say, oh, now I'm ready to do some examination and then they say, drop it. Drop it. Go to Pune. Go to Pune. And I dropped it. No use of this all study. But only when I NLP and started to go in psychology after 20 years. Yeah, after 20 years, this all starts to become meaningful now after 30 years. Now it's very meaningful. So after 20 years, this study starts to become meaningful when I ventured into therapy. So this is it. And learning, I show you the model, how to see. We need to learn language formation in relation to nervous system and belief formation and the culture evolving. Person coming, you saw so many things. Anyway, you can be one by one, or you can go directly prepare it. All this process in NLP, what I have studied, showing you a little bit different. It has evolved through me in a different way with combination, but it's useful. No? Saying that on this basis, I have evolved my methods, combining with Eastern mysticism. But basically, I'm training. So I would like to conclude my today, and because I have one more class, I have to drive. Go to the ashram. I'm sitting here in this my yoga hall here, and I have to go another side to the ashram. Yeah. So I need some time. I would not like to work more because I have to drive. You have 10 minutes still. You can ask a question if you want.
Because this, like you mentioned the word scripted, and the same, we started with our course, like word alchemy, because now it's becoming bigger and bigger, so everything can be alchemy. But the word is small, alchemy, but
Yeah,
inside
word
of
is
this
small.
word,
And if you keep on living, that's why scripted is very small. But in hundreds of years,
and you can find hundreds of books about alchemy, but
yeah.
but how to apply? In books, there are a lot of information, but there is no key to open this information. But only face-to-face learning or practical learning, it gives you the key of understanding.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. The language formation and development of neurons, nervous system, and for sure culture, beliefs, formation. This was just an example to make you aware about one culture in university, language. It has very deep impact. What you study in university has very deep impact in schools. And how it's culturally infiltrating. Indian people, if somebody, YouTubers, Indian, cannot bear these things, mocking about your parents. The Tantra is your parents are God. Before, if you cannot assign this much, you cannot enter in Tantra. If you have any complaint about your parents,
maybe later you will create Tantric University.
I will. I'm initiating Fatima in Tantra. You will see. I'm preparing her. One day, when she will be ready, I will initiate her in pure Tantric wisdom.
I mean, Tantric University. It will be not Oxford. It will not Cambridge. You will create Tantric
I had my
University.
idea since my childhood. I was dreaming about it. If I will get a chance, I will create something so complete but I had idea different. Like I was working on Vigandhara Tantra. So I said I will create one temple at the center and 112 small things according to the techniques and all these individuals. So its room is like that. You enter and you get enlightened. Something like this idea. Everything suitable to your nature. So you have 112 like cottages, people putting in, getting enlightened, putting in, getting in. This way my idea was moving. And the main center is the main temple where the complete walking. So this was my dream. I don't know whether it will be fulfilled or not.
Because I think in India there is some universities which is older than Oxford and Cambridge, and get their own wisdom. Because Cambridge and Oxford, I think it's only 1,000 years or maybe less,
I would
500 years.
like to do
Indian universities should be more advanced, but in different language.
in different way. I see in India with temples and idols, there are many thousands. So my idea was to create one abstract, pure, no? Pure, no halaballo of agori, this, that, no nonsense. Pure, completely pure. Because if you see from the Gandhara Tantra point of view, all these tantric rituals, nothing. Children's playing. They think they are doing something. Nothing. These children's playing on the streets with pebbles. In reality, is all just halaballo, nothing there. So I wanted a true, nice one, without any this drama, pure. This was my idea.
But
Point of
sometimes
view, I mean, what? It's just like 2-3 years old children, they are doing some drama and thinking, oh, this is my God, this is my house, this you bring, oh, you destroy my God, oh. That's the whole Tantra about it. You see this, which is outside drama. This is the whole thing. 3-year-old children, one is Agori, one is somebody else, one is dancing, one is Shiva, one is Hanumana. 3-year-old children playing about it, nothing to do with truth. So I wanted real.
But sometimes it look amazing. This it was a few weeks ago. It was big festival where 400 million people goes into the one river. It was a lot of millions of yogis goes to the river. It was a big festival.
It's Kumbh, no? That's right now it was.
And it's who is governing them? I mean, maybe in something in Pashyanti mode, ruling them to go to do this for what? I mean,
It's collective unconscious, yes, governing them. I don't want to talk about beyond our classical education. Target universities, academy, classical books. They need to be on track. And this we can entertain. I give you just glimpse, nothing to talk about it. 2-3 years old children doing their drama, let them play. Some is Agori, some is Naga, some is this, some Trishul, some Tika, some Hanumana, let them be. Nothing to do with reality, but nice. But it's wrong if they're playing. Children play. Enjoy. Have fun. Okay, so I will take a leave. See you tomorrow. Be on
Okay.
learning, and I will be guiding through WhatsApp and be connected,
Okay.
and at least finish the core, no? Practically.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Good day.